Okay, hey YouTube, I'm just going to do a quick video on how to speed up your Samsung Galaxy S2. See, a lot of you've bought the best phone, but you're suffering from the occasional stuttering or lag or something. Okay, so the first thing you can do is change your launcher. Okay, the stock Samsung TouchWiz, it's alright, it's pretty cool, but if you fancy a different look or just, more customization, then you can go for this. This is called ADW Launcher. You can download it off the market for free, and there's also a paid option, and there's so many more things you can do with this. I mean, you can change the style of your app drawer. You can go to the 4D, which is like, it's basically like a 3D app drawer. I don't know why they call it 4D, but it's pretty nice. The icons snap into place. It's fast, smooth, clean launcher. You can put all your widgets on just like you could normally, and there's much more customization. Second thing I recommend you do is you download a task killer. When you actually go on apps and you don't close them properly, they build up and they'll actually go in the background. So you may have a task on there at the minute, a task killer on your Samsung. If you don't, you can download one from the market. So all you need to do is just basically click exit, or on whatever task killer there'll be a button which just says, so I just closed 22 applications. That kind of thing. Don't get obsessive about it, but it does make a difference because it clears your RAM, and so you can multitask better. Okay, next thing, you want a faster browser. I recommend you download, start doing it with your left hand, Dolphin browser. And obviously this phone can handle the HD version. You download it, and it's a really slick, clean interface kind of thing. It's fast, and I'd say it's much better than your standard Samsung browser. Okay, so basically, how do you get off this? Yeah, so whenever you launch Dolphin browser, you get this kind of home menu. You can go straight to Google. You can swipe that way. You bring up all your bookmarks, history, all that kind of stuff, and you can customize what you see. Go that way, you go plugins and zoom, and there's loads of options. You see, it's really smooth. And you can just open new tabs just by clicking on there and then going straight to wherever you want to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also you can actually use gestures, so you can actually define gestures. I don't know if it's got this one set, but okay, no, I've not set F as Facebook, but you see like N, it just opens a new tab, that kind of thing. So it's a cool little browser, and it's really fast, so I recommend you get that. Okay, next thing I actually recommend you do is get rid of your widgets. Too many widgets will actually slow your thing down. I've seen people with unnecessary like news headlines, so many random clocks and things. There's actually a clock there in case you hadn't noticed. Random things they don't really use. They're actually constantly running in the background. Even when you've got apps open, these widgets are still running. They're taking up your RAM. So I'd get rid of them if I was you. You can obviously keep the odd one if you like the look of the clock or weather or whatever, but really I'd cut down. Okay, the last thing, which is really quite important, is you should probably try if you really want optimal performance to root your phone. If you root your phone, you will void your warranty, but you'll be able to overclock. You'll be able to delete pre-installed apps, which will definitely speed it up. And you'll also be able to block adverts on free apps. They must get on your nerves quite a lot. You can download something called ad free, and that'll just block them. And there's a lot more stuff you can do as well. It just makes your phone basically more customizable. And if you overclock, the performance results can be huge. I'll just give you an example. This is an Xperia Arc. It's been rooted, and I'm gonna do a benchmark on its normal speed and then on its overclocked speed. It's normal speed there, 1 gigahertz. Okay, so basically it's gonna run through different types of tests. It's testing the CPU performance, memory, the I/O, and then it's going to test the graphics. And what it's doing is it's showing different sequences, and it's showing underneath how many frames per second that this phone can run them at. And you will notice a big frame rate increase when you run it on 1.8 gigahertz, maybe even 1.9 compared with the normal one. After running these tests, it'll just give you a quick score and rate it compared with other phones. Oh, I forgot to turn my Wi-Fi on. Just skip. I'm just going to do it again. Okay, this is another time when task killers are actually quite useful. I've got one called Battery Dr. Saver or something, and what they do is if you you will get the odd app that stops responding. If you just kill it like that, then normally when you relaunch it, it may force close, but then it'll start working again. Like this. Okay, so this is a benchmark for 1 gigahertz. And now I have my Wi-Fi switched on. While that's running, I'll also show you one more thing. Is you will actually notice that if you're one of those live wallpaper fans, then I really would recommend you actually turn them off. There's a big performance decrease with live wallpapers. I'll give you an example. If you notice instantly, it's not as smooth when we're going in and out of this app drawer. Your actual it'll take up memory while you're actually using any other apps. So what we're going to do, we're just going to turn it off. Okay, I'll do that another time. Anyway. Okay, so it's getting, that is 1269 on 1 gigahertz. 1269. Okay, so now I'm going to go back, put the frequency up. Let's put it on 1.9 gigahertz. Okay, let's go back to quadrant. You should notice a large difference in frame rate. Pretty large difference in the end score as well. Okay, so we're on 2204. So you see it's almost doubled with that frequency increase. Okay, so overclocking is big performance improvement, and it'll be even bigger on the Galaxy S2. You'll start on about I think you probably on this quadrant you normally get about 3,000 maybe. On a custom ROM you can get up to, I've seen 7,000 with an overclock, and you can read more about custom ROMs on my other video on how to optimize your ZT Blade and how to install a custom ROM. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, comment, whatever. Okay, yeah.